People say there's no contemporary evidence for Jesus, like that's surprising. But let's take a look at some historical context here. Not a lot of people could read and write in ancient times. Even Bart Ehrman, who is no friend of Christianity, notes that literacy was around 10% or less, depending on the region we're talking about. So there's no reason for Galilean fishermen to be journaling their experiences with Jesus in ancient Greek as it's actually happening when most people aren't even going to be able to read it. Most of the books of the Bible are actually written within a pretty reasonable near contemporary time period for ancient times by our history standards. And this isn't just coming from me, this is coming from a doctor of history that I had on my podcast, episodes 19 and 20, to talk about this. In fact, right behind me here, I have a replica of P52, and this is the earliest fragment of the Gospel of John that we have. And it's not the original Gospel of John, but it's a copy of it, and it dates to around 125 to 175 AD. And there's also some geographical bias here in the Reasoned Reality post. We wouldn't expect Roman historians to be writing every single detail about Christianity, because Judea was like the backwater country to the Romans. So the fact that we have several Roman historians before 150 AD even mention Jesus, or at least Christianity, is actually kind of a big deal from a historicity perspective. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all about being reasonably skeptical on my content creation platform here, but it's not a slam dunk that Jesus wasn't mentioned in some 30 AD newspaper. This is what we would expect. And the fact that Reasoned Reality thinks that this is some kind of slam dunk tells me that they just probably don't understand the historical method as much as they think they do. And if you want to hear more about what the Doctor of History had to say on the subject, podcast links in the bio, and it's available on YouTube, episodes 19 and 20, Historical Validity. Hope to see you there.